Hi, you all. Hope you all are doing great. I'm also good, just filled with gratitude that I'm living in this day alive, literally. And hope you all are also enjoying your days. So, as you know, that I will be going to talk about 10 common mistakes in English through my thumbnail, title, and all these things. Yes, so I will be talking about common mistakes that people often make while speaking in English, including me. Yes, I also make mistakes while speaking in English because when I was a beginner, I used to make a lot of the mistakes. But now, as I'm improving, and still I make some mistakes, but now I feel like I'm improving. Yeah, we all make mistakes. Making mistake isn't a bad thing, but keep on repeating that mistake is a bad thing. There is a problem. So, what we have to do right now? We have to learn from that mistake, then stop doing them. So how can we do that? Just learn from your mistakes, practice, and then we can improve ourselves. That's what we are going to do in this video. That's how we will improve together. Why I always say we, don't you, because I am not a teacher, an influencer, nothing, but I'm just a learner who is explaining. We are trying to learn together. Yeah, because I'm just sharing my knowledge, whatever I have, I'm just sharing that so that other people get influence from me, that okay, we are learning together. No one is perfect, we are learning together. So yeah, let's start with this video. Talking about the structure of the video. So in this video, I will be telling the wrong, then the right sentence. Then I will talk about the concept behind that thing, about the wrong and right sentence, the concept behind that. Then I will be giving some practice sentences which you can practice with me. Try to make 5 to 6 sentences from your own, from your mind with me, like with changing pronouns, changing the names in the sentences. By changing something, keep the structure same, but change something in that and practice with me. Let's start now. So I have written all the sentences, all the 10 sentences on my notes on another phone. So we will be going one by one. So let's move to the first one. So the first sentence is I am good in English. This is a wrong sentence. The right sentence is I am good at English. So the concept behind this is that good at is a phrase which is used when we want to say is that someone is well at doing something. So how can we express that? So when we say about skills, when we talk about skills, so he is well in this skill. So when we want to say this, so we use this. So English speaking is a skill. Similarly, playing football, playing cricket, playing piano, something like that, they are also skills. So, let's move to the practice to just, understand this concept fully. So, the practice would be like that. I am good at English. They are good at English. She is good at playing cricket, or he is good at playing piano. These are the sentences. Or you can say they are bad at playing cricket. You can also use bad. So try to make practice sentences like this by changing pronouns, names. You can add any names. Seema is good at playing chess, so you can use chess here. And also you can say she is good at doing makeup. Okay, so something like that. Yup. Mm. So the sentence would be like that, they are good at handling kids. But there is an exception. All people are not good at handling children, but some are. So, yeah, there is an exception too. So, yeah, try to make sentences like that with me. As I have made 5 to 6 sentences, you have to make 5 to 6 sentences. If you are a beginner, try to make 2 to 3 sentences, okay? So, yeah, here's how we go, okay? So, here's the second sentence. So, the second sentence is like that, she is more smarter than you. This is a wrong sentence. The right sentence is she is smarter than you. We cannot use more with smarter. Why? The concept is that smarter itself means more smart. So more smarter will be what? More smart. So it is similar to like that. We are saying that okay, she is more smart than you. It feels funny, like, right? So here's the practice session. Before practice session, I would like to mention a story type of thing, that for an example, the sentence would be like that: she is eating sweet candy. We all know that candy is sweet. Then why would I use sweet with candy when I can skip the word sweet? Right? So, here, what the concept of wrong emphasization on words comes, that I am emphasizing on the wrong word when I can skip that word. Why I would use that? So this is the concept behind that. Yeah, but when emphasization is needed, when sweet word should be mentioned, then I can mention. For an example, I would say she is eating a sweet corn pizza. So then I can use sweet here. Why? Because I know that corns are salty sometimes, but I need to mention that corns are sweet. She is eating sweet corn pizza, right? When I can say that she is eating sweet candy, then that is wrong, right? So this is similar to that. That's why I mentioned this story, because this sentence is similar to this kind of thing. So let's move to the practice session. So the practice sentence would be like that: try to make story of it. So the story would be like that: yeah, she thought that her classmate is more smarter than her, and she that's why she didn't like her, and she went to the teacher and put her wrong allegations on her, and her classmate got scolded by teacher without any reason, with wrong allegations. This is the sentence. This is a right story type sentence. And I would also suggest you to make story type sentences like this, so that you get to know that how can I use this phrase, this sentence in my own communication, right? When I'm like speaking, I'm using this in a communication, then only I can practice and I can use it again. So here's the third sentence. So the third sentence is very similar to the second sentence, but why I mentioned this sentence, you will get to know right now. So keep on watching the video. So the third sentence is: he is more better than you. This is a wrong sentence. He is better than you. So similar concept. That's why I said that it is similar to second, because similar concept. Better means more good. Better means more good. What will more better mean? More good, right? So it is funny, like saying he is more good than you, right? So these kind of words like better, smarter, shorter, longer, taller, nicer, these type of words are used when we are trying to compare someone with someone, right? So this is the concept. So here's the practice session. And I'm just leaving this to you guys, because you need to comment down these type of sentences with this concept, like she is taller than him, something like that. These are the sentences. And you can also say that he is nicer in nature than her. So this is a sentence, and make these type of sentences, because this concept is very easy. We just need to learn it. We are learner. I am learning. When I'm making this video, I'm making sentences, I'm literally feeling that I'm learning something new. Even if I making sentences by my own self, or just watching them, seeing them on internet, but that thing is different. Just repeating that sentence, that is not good. But the thing is that you are making sentence from your own. That thing is important, right? So let's move to the next sentence. The fourth sentence. So the fourth sentence is like that: I want to improve my English speaking skill. This is wrong. Right is: I want to improve my English speaking skills. So firstly, there is very minute problem here. Minute problem is like skill is changed to skills. Yeah, minute means small. If I use any complex vocabulary, I would surely mention it on screen. You can see it, so that beginners will can also learn it hand in hand. Yeah, they can also learn vocabulary, they can also practice, they can also avoid making mistakes. So these all things go hand in hand, means simultaneously. Okay, simultaneously is a word that means uh, you are doing two things at the same time, right? So yeah, simultaneously. This is a very, maybe beginners will feel tired while speaking it, while trying to practice pronunciation of it, but let's understand the concept. So yeah, with English speaking skills, we generally use it as a plural skill. We don't use skill, we use skills. Okay, so we use it as plural word with English speaking. So for the practice session, you can say, I also want to improve my English speaking skills. She teaches English speaking skills on the internet on her YouTube channel, as I do. So these are the practice sentences. I would also like you to make it again. Yeah. So I am again and again mentioning it, emphasizing it, as I also use the word emphasize, which means stressing on something. As I'm stressing on some words, like I am normally saying something, but when I am emphasizing on something, like let me emphasize on the word English in this sentence, as I want to improve my English. So here I emphasized, I stressed on the word English. English, like something like that. I stressed on this word. I emphasized on this word through my vocals. So I want to learn English. Yeah. So here's the concept. Here's everything practice and concept for the sentence. So let's move to the next one. The fifth sentence. So the fifth sentence is like that. Can you please repeat that again? Wrong. Right sentences. Can you please repeat that? So why we skipped the word again here? Because yeah, the first sentence looks like it is right, it is correct, but it is not. So let's understand the concept. So the word repeat itself means we are repeating something again. We are saying something again. Repeat word means we are saying something again or doing something again. Repeat word means that. Okay. So if that word means again, in its meaning, the again word is like escaped. It is hidden it is hidden in its meaning. So why would we use the word again here, similar to that story that I told you? So yeah, we should not use again here if repeat is being used. Okay, so never use again with repeat. Remember this concept. Okay, so if you want someone to repeat something, like if you didn't hear that what they said, so you can say them, can you please repeat that? But don't say, can you please repeat that again? Okay, and there is a one phrase also which you can use as an alternative, which is like that: come up again, come up again, come up again. Okay, so yeah, this was the fifth sentence. Let's jump right into the sixth sentence. So the sixth sentence is, she is married with Rahul. She is married to Rahul. So let's move to the concept. So the concept is like that: we cannot use with married. We will use to with married. So why? It is similar to like that, like asking someone that why we use at with 7 p.m., why we use on with Monday. You cannot ask someone, because this is the concept of English language, that we use these prepositions with these words. Okay, so as you say that she will as you say that she will post her video on 7 p.m., at 7 p.m. So the first one was wrong, second one was right, at 7 p.m. And similar to like that, she usually she posts her video on Monday. So on Monday is right, but if I say in Monday, that would be wrong. So it is the concept of preposition. If you don't know about preposition, just skip it. Just, you know, be here in the video. You will then go to the internet and search for preposition if you don't know. But be here, because without even the knowledge of preposition, you can learn English. Yes. Without even the, having the knowledge of grammar, you can learn it. Simply remembering that, okay, we use at with the when we are mentioning the time. We use on with when we are mentioning day. So we use in when we are mentioning about month. In July, in June. My birthday is in June. So similar like that. So there, here is the concept of it. And if I say practice, for practice you can say, yeah, Ram is married with Sham. Ram is married with Deepa. So something like that. Or Sham is married with Seema. I used the wrong. I also made mistake when I am telling, don't make mistakes. I made mistake. So yeah, I also make mistake. So you can say Ram. What was the names? Yeah, Ram married with Deep. Ram married to Deepa, and what was second name? Sham married to Seema. There are the sentences. Okay, so yeah, let's just move to the next sentence. I made also mistake while telling others don't make mistake. This happens, guys. This is normal, but don't make it normal like you are, intentionally making mistakes. Don't make mistakes intentionally. Right? So here's the seventh sentence. So the seventh sentence is, I am returning back the parcel. It seems like it is correct. It seems like it means, in Hindi we would say, ये लगता है कि ये सही है. लग रहा है नहीं, पर लग रहा है. It seems like it is correct. So you have understand a new concept. Maybe if you know, then that is great. But if you didn't know that, here's, you learned a new word with me. So yeah, so the right and the correct sentence is, I am returning the parcel. So yeah, why we skip the word back here? Again, the same concept, emphasizing on the wrong word. Yep. Returning back. Return word means you have taken something from someone and you are then again giving it back to someone. So in its meaning, can you see the word back? Yes, I can see. So that's why we don't use back with return. So remember this concept. Never use back with return. Say, she returned the pen to me. Practice session. She returned the pen to me, which she had taken from me yesterday. Or you can say, make long sentences. Try to make long sentences so that you can learn it with story, with concept, with context. Okay. So yeah, context means a word with around with a sentence. Sometimes we got to know the word meaning. Even if we don't know the meaning of the word, we get to know about the meaning of the word by its context. मेरी मम्मा कहते हैं मुझसे, जब किसी मतलब पंजाबी का भी कोई शब्द होता है ना, उसका मीनिंग नहीं समझ आता, तो मम्मी मुझसे पूछते हैं कि उसके आजू बाजू का सेंटेंस, सारा पूरा सेंटेंस बताओ, ताकि मैं तुम्हें सेंटेंस को पढ़कर उस वर्ड का मीनिंग बता दूँ. तो इस तरह से कॉन्टेक्स्ट, इसको बोलते हैं कॉन्टेक्स्ट. सो आप कॉन्टेक्स्ट को पढ़कर, सेंटेंस, इंग्लिश का सेंटेंस पढ़ लिया आपने पूरा, अगर आपको वर्ड का मीनिंग नहीं पता, इमीडिएटली डोंट गो टू सर्च इट, डोंट गूगल इट अप, जस्ट use your brain, use your own practice brain. Okay, so read the full context and then try to figure out what is the meaning of that word. And if you, for an example, if you guessed, then you can check on internet for the meaning of the word. So with every sentence I'm giving you a tip to learn English. Yeah, not learn English, speak English. Okay, so yeah, that was the seventh sentence. Eighth sentence. So, eighth sentence, okay. I also fumble sometimes. Fumbling means like you tried to say something but something else you said. This is what fumbling means. So if you are fumbling, that's okay. It happens with me and it happened. So the sentence is, he told that he was tired. Wrong. He said that he was tired. So the words like this sometimes they feel like they can be interchanged, and some beginners also interchange them. There is a very slight difference. Slight means a little change, a little difference. छोटा सा डिफरेंस है, वो क्या है उसको हम अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं. So yes, so tell is used when you want, when there is another person, when you are telling something to someone. But if you are saying something, even if there is not any someone person, then you can use say. For example, I say she is beautiful. So I said that is she is beautiful. I didn't say to someone, right? So when I am telling something, I tell her that she is beautiful. So I tell her now. Say, tell. These are the present words, and the past words are said and told. And as I told you the story, I told you the story in the beginning, in the very beginning. So yeah, there is a second concept also when you are mentioning about stories, information, like knowledge. Then with that, tell word is used. Telling a story, right? Storytelling, telling about the information I have, telling about the knowledge I have. But saying something means just saying it in one go, something like that. This is the difference between that. Hope you have understood the difference between this, and you can practice by your own also. Here's the ninth sentence. He discussed about the topic. He discussed the topic. So the reason of skipping that word, मे बी आपको पता ही चल गया होगा कि रीज़न क्या है, कंसेप्ट क्या है. कि डिस्कस वर्ड का मतलब वो ही है कि आप किसी चीज़ के बारे में, मतलब किसी चीज़ के बारे में, किसी अबाउट समथिंग, यू आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट समथिंग. सो इसके मतलब नाम के मतलब में ये है डिस्कस के नाम के मतलब में. सो दैट्स वाई वी आर स्किपिंग द वर्ड अबाउट. एंड इसको आप रिमेंबर कर लो एंड प्रैक्टिस कर लो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा. इवन व्हेन I think I also used to do this mistake, but now I will try to avoid this mistake. Okay, so for the practice you can say they discussed a very critical issue in the news. The teacher discussed the chapter. So these are the practice sentences for this. So the last but not the least sentence is 10th sentence, which is like she did not came to me. She did not come to me. So here the first sentence, it looks like it is past sentence, right? So that's why people have made an assumption, wrong assumption in their minds, that if we want to talk about a past sentence, then we will use second form or third form of verb. But it is a wrong assumption. When we are using did word, that is mentioning that this sentence is past. So but verb, we don't need to mention the verb as past or second or third verb. We can use first form and we are good to go with the did or did not for both, even if it is positive sentence or negative sentence. Positive is sentences that where not is not used, but negative sentence is that where when not is used. Okay, so yeah, this was the sentence, and the right sentence is come, with come. And you can also try some practice sentences. She promised me that she will come to my birthday party, but she didn't come to my birthday party. She didn't knew that is wrong. She didn't know that is right. No is first form of. So yeah, this was all for this video. Practice has also been done, and some vocabulary you learned some phrases from me, and the knowledge I had. Yep, there are a lot many vocabulary, a lot many phrases, a lot many sentence structures that I have to learn also. But yeah, I will learn them, and I will definitely share it to others, because we should share our knowledge to others. It We gain some knowledge when we are sharing some knowledge. Okay, when we are sharing a knowledge to someone, we are also learning something new. As I have made this video, I have learned a lot, I would say a lot. So yeah, that's all for today's video. Bye for now. See you all in my next videos.